In this video, we are going to learn about how can we combine two low-level bugs into a high-level bug. So let's get started. So this is a website which I built for the sake of this demonstration. So let's sign in to the web application. So this is the credentials. Password is password123. So let's log in and we can navigate through these order histories, profile tabs, and home pages. So let's see this dashboard and we can see this recent orders option where we can see the details. So let's turn on the proxy and let's intercept this request. So we can click this details tab over here. So as you can see, we see this API request is going on. So let's send this to the repeater and turn off the intercept. So we can send this request and we can see this response getting here, which gives us the customer's email, customer's name, customer's phone number, and the user ID, which is very important for our video, uh, which which is which can be used for IDORs or which can be used for account takeovers. So let's try to change this order ID over here. And now we're seeing a different order ID for this different items, but still the same user. So let's try to change this order ID once again. For example, 6, and yeah, now we can see a different user's order ID, which means this itself is an IDOR, which is vulnerable to IDOR, which is already a P4 level bug, but can be in some cases which can be a P3 level bug. So, but this is not enough for us. So let's keep trying to find another bug. So as you can see, we can see this cookie tab over here, which looks like a JWT because it is separated by two dots over here and here. So let's try to decode this JWT and do JWT tampering. So let's head over to JWT.io, which is used to visualize JWT in case you didn't know. So as you can see, this JWT is using HS256 algorithm, and here we can see the user ID and the email. So let's try to decode this. So if you don't know, a JWT is consists of three parts, which is the header tab, which is the payload section, and the final one is the signature, which is signed using this HS256 algorithm. So each of this individual section is encoded using base64 algorithm. So let's open base64 decode and base64 encode. So let's first copy this header tab and paste the header here. So we are now going to change this HS256 algorithm into none, which means this JWT is using no algorithm at all. So let's copy this and encode it again. And let's copy this and paste over here. Remove this. While doing JWT tampering, we need to remove the signature section here. So and then now we're gonna tamper the payload section. Decode this, and we need to change the values of the user ID 1 to user ID 3, which in our case is Charlie. So we need to also change this email, which is charlie@example.com. Okay, now let's copy this and let's encode this and copy the tampered value and paste it over here. Now check it for the changes. Now yes, the none algorithm is correct and the user ID and the email is changed. So copy this value and go to this and change the cookie. For example, let's use this cookie editor value here, cookie editor extension, copy and paste our tampered JWT, click save and hit refresh. As you can see, we got this Charlie. Before that, we got the Alice. So, and also the Charlie@example.com for some profile. We got the Charlie. So we have successfully taken over an account which we do not own. Now we even have this payment system. So this is a massive critical attack where the customer has many loss. So this is definitely a P1. critical level vulnerability. So this is how we change the low priority bugs into high priority bugs by combining them. So thank you for watching.